What's going on, Jerome's? So Minnesota Fine Vikings fans are very lucky to have Kevin O'Connell as their head coach. Got his extension, rightfully so. 34 wins over his first 3 seasons. Won the division, as well as a 13 and 14 win season on his resume already. Need a playoff win. We'll get to that. Although he's never beating these Bud Grant allegations where, hey, this is like Anthony Edwards and Michael Jordan. Like, hey, is Bud Grant actually Kevin O'Connell's grandfather? I guess we'll never know. We'll never know. Anyways, but Kevin O'Connell is one of the best young head coaches in the league. He is indeed the quarterback whisperer, and he and Kwesi have formed a fantastic partnership, riding the ship here in the great state of Minnesota with the Vikings. He and Kevin O'Connell, he and JJ McCarthy, nailed it, are going to be fantastic for the Vikings for the next 10, 12, 15 seasons, bringing a dozen Lombardies in the next decade. He is indeed the notorious KOC. But, so this is like the compliment sandwich. Say something nice, say something critical, say something nice. That's what we're going to do. But there is a spot where Kevin O'Connell can have some significant improvement. And obviously, he's aware of it. And with some of the Vikings moves this offseason, it seems like they certainly want to address it. And it is 3rd down, 4th down, and red zone. Where, I mean, what's amazing is 2022, 2024, when the Vikings have had the primary quarterback all season. The Vikings were 8th and 9th in the league in scoring, respectively. But they did that despite not being top 10 on 3rd down, as well as last year they were 19th in the red zone. So everything is just, you need more, right? So you could sort of throw 2023 out the window because Kurt got hurt, and then you had the whole Passionate, Jaron Hall, Nick Mullins thing. But the Vikings overall, writ large, need to improve on 3rd, 4th down as well as red zone. And, Kevin O'Connell certainly knows it. And I don't know, it's sometimes frustrating. Like Kevin O'Connell, coming over from the Rams, he was OC, but he wasn't the full-time play caller. And he has grown and shown on the job, so you give a little bit of leeway there. But it's just so maddening sometimes. 3rd down and short, 4th down and short, you go empty or you go shotgun. Same thing in red zone. It's just like, You want more, right? And as good as the Vikings offense was last year, it just seems like the Vikings consistently settle for field goals as opposed to getting touchdowns in the red zone. And, giving up those extra points is just, it was going to bite you in the ass, right? And don't even get me started on the Week 18 Lions game in the red zone, which is just, that wasn't even play calling. That was just Darnold. But also, Kevin McConnell needs to know his man. And it's something that KOC obviously knows needs to improve, and I think that we're going to give him the latitude to improve in that regard. And as we said, the moves this offseason definitely lead to is like, hey, we need to get better in this spot. Number one, the interior offensive line. So Bradbury, gone. Ed Ingram, gone. Blake Brandel not guaranteed his spot. You sign Ryan Kelly. You sign Will Fries to that massive deal, as well as you have Donovan Jackson. Ooh, he's for real. So improving that offensive line, you're going to be able to run the ball, as well as you're going to have more consistent protection on the interior, allowing your quarterback, J.J. McCarthy, to do things downfield. So hopefully that will improve in that regard. Also, the run game, like we said. And Kevin O'Connell has wanted to run the ball, but the Vikings just simply haven't been able to do it. They've been bottom 5 in the league in yards per carry each of his last 3 years. And a part of that is on running backs. Part of that is on the offensive line. The trading for Jordan Mason, the restructuring of the interior offensive line has been important. But the running game should improve all of this. Like 3rd down, 4th down, and red zone running game cures a lot of ills. Because all of a sudden, if you run on 1st down as opposed to just chuck, of course, Kevin O'Connell, former quarterback, tends to lean that way. But 2nd and 10 becomes 2nd and 6. 3rd and 8 becomes 3rd and 3. That's a lot easier in terms of percentage of picking up. Also, if you're able to run the ball, a defense can't just tee off on the pass rush. That play action is even more viable. Plus, we need to get back to that spot where, hey, you're down in the red zone. We are going to punt. We're going to tell you where we're going to run. We're just going to punch you right in the face. Lead ISO, and just like, CJ Ham fullback, Jordan Mason tailback. Let's go. Over that left side of that offensive line behind Darrisaw and Donovan Jackson. We are going to punch you in the face. Josh Oliver will be on that left side, strong side as well, and we are just going to pound the rock right in that 3-hole, which sounds euphemistic, but it's not. And also, last 2 years, The Vikings have been 30th and 29th in the league in rushing touchdowns with 16 total. They only had 7 in 2023. They had 9 in 2024, and 4 of those were by quarterbacks. 3 by the Passionate and 1 by Sam Darnold. So the Vikings over the last 2 years have had 12 rushing touchdowns, which is just ridiculous, man. I think Jordan Mason will get that by week 4. It would be kind of nice. Also, you factor in J.J. McCarthy. Now, it did seem like Kevin O'Connell and Sam Darnold, like they obviously were simpatico. Same thing with Kurt and Kevin O'Connell. But it almost seems like Kevin O'Connell let his the devil on his shoulder, the former quarterback, just sling it all the time, right? But I think that the angel on the other shoulder with J.J. McCarthy, him putting J.J. McCarthy with the training wheels actually might be beneficial. Where I don't think that J.J. needs it per se. But J.J. McCarthy by nature takes care of the football. But Kevin O'Connell play calling, keeping him out of trouble, having things be simpler, and 1 read, 2 read, and go. I think that could be beneficial. Where playing it safe, will be able to get JJ into the right spot, as well as you're going to be lower variance on those money spots, as well as you factor in JJ McCarthy's mobility on 3rd, 4th down and red zone. I think that certainly will be a factor as well. And this offense, I mean, come on. I mean, we've creamed in our jeans over this offense ever since things were starting to come together in free agency, but this offense has a chance to be something special. Kevin O'Connell is a fantastic coach. The Vikings will improve in all these spots. Frankly, I think that, 4th down could be kind of a high variance since you don't have a large sample size throughout the season, but 3rd down and red zone, that's why they're so key. I could easily see the Vikings being top 10 in both categories, and I think that if you're top 10 in both those categories, the Vikings, who were 9th in points last year, all of a sudden, ooh, what happened? What happened? Oh, top 5, top 3, and they're not 3 in points? Guess we'll see what happens. But Kevin McConnell is obviously a hell of a coach, but these are certainly areas that need to be addressed, and I think that they will. But your thoughts are thoughts. Where Kevin O'Connell needs to improve, 3rd down for what, red zone, etc. Let us know. Comment section. You guys are the best to do. Skull production value.